Hey, yo, it's Guido coming at you with a tactics stock. Hey, who wants to watch Udez and his T10 get 5,000 damage the hard way here on Airfield spawned into the east? He's going to do it. He is going to do this the hard way. This was one to watch, I will tell you what. So here we go. We're off, spawned into the east side, headed over to the heavy brawling area. He's in his T10, Tier 9 Russian heavy tank. I like this tank. It is mobile, and that will get you in trouble sometimes. We have a wheeled tank running for his life, straight through the middle. Whoa. Did he get ammo racked? Or just one shot? I don't know. It was an FL10. That was impressive. All right. So I have a niece, and the family calls her hard way, and the reason is because she wants to do everything her way, and it tends to be the harder way to do it. So my son we called him no way because he never wanted to do anything. Everything was no, and she was hard way. So we had no way and hard way, but this is Udez, and he's going to do it the hard way. He comes in here, trade shots with the Kron, says, okay, I don't want to poke there anymore, and it comes around to the bottom. We're going to talk a little bit about this position on Airfield because it seems like a great position, but it can entice you to do bad things. Here comes the 103. Is he going to poke? Not quite. Now, Udez does have a Sturv and an Object 268 version 4. The first time I watched this, nice shot there, by the way. The first time I watched this, I didn't realize there was tier 10s in the battle. I know I just said there was a Kron, but I wasn't really paying attention. I also didn't know there was a 268 version 4, but look where he is. He'll play into this a little while later. He will play into this a little while. Wouldn't it be nice if your 268 V4 Assault TD had come up and helped in the heavy brawling area? But nope, he's back on a ridge, chillaxing. No artillery. That is reason number one why this spot can be very difficult. If you get spotted, it is easily artied if somebody gets to about C1 in an arty, for example. We're going to hang out here for a bit. The little distance between here and the enemy's corner, right up there, is long enough that if you poke up here, take a shot, and try to retreat, they can often get around the corner. Now, that was an interesting decision for me, Udez. I would have gone after the 103 because he was at 500 hit points. Hit him in that lower plate, and then let your TDs in the back finish him off. As it was, you snuck a sneaky shot into the side of the 50 TPPR, so you got your damage. Again, I may have pushed out here and tried to get rid of the 103. But of course, you're going to make a fool of me because you're just waiting for the right time. And this is what I said. Udez is going to do everything in this game the hard way. All right, so he just says, all right, fine, I'll go get him now. Down goes the 103. So, all right, it worked. 103 down. Nicely done. We're up 3-0. Udez is going to start sneaking in here, thinking about whether he can get another shot on this TPPR, who appears to be running into the 103 that just shifted there. There's a T49 hanging over here. It is now 4-0. Things are looking pretty good, aren't they? Things are looking pretty good right now. The 50 TPPR is down the bottom. We got the AMX off the back edge. Of course, the Kron is up there. Zooms out. There he is. Now we've got the SA. Guy shoots. So we'll just cross over here. Seems like a good idea, right? We'll just shoot the Kron. And, uh-oh. Now, see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you feel like you're getting a bit of advantage from this side, from the east side, over towards the west side. I have been here many times. This is not a good spot. It isn't. Not right now with as many guns in the game. And the big clue is the TDs, right? There's a Sturv unaccounted for and a Charioteer. You can see the T-30s way down in the south. More than likely, one or both are up in those sniper positions. Also, a bit of an issue with gun depression. The T-10 does not have a lot of it. You see him looking up there thinking, I wonder if they're there. And they're like, we are. We meta-flexed in there. So Udez has traded most of his hit points. 1,200 of them, roughly, a little bit less. And now he's stuck up on this hill, kind of climbing a rock, hoping that nobody is able to come around and peel him out. Thank goodness there's no artillery. That would have been very bad, and at this point, you're probably thinking, whoa, he's in trouble. Now, the PR really can't come around. The T-30 comes for a shot. Well, now we're down to 326 hit points. I told you this was the hard way. We still have a lot of room to go to get to 5,000, don't we, folks? We're just going to drive up on here. T-30 or AMX-30 came around to get a shot. I thought he might poke there. Good idea not to, because both those TDs are just waiting for you to come around that corner. But the enemy team can't really push into him. He gets a shot on the mod and survives. Probably not a kill shot unless he'd have really high rolled. I don't know if he can get to 326 with, I think, a 240 alpha. Here comes, this is it, right? It's over. Nope, now we're at 33 hit points. And the T-49 survives that and is probably very, very irritated that Udez and his T-10 are still spider tanking up the side of this wall right here. Back to the enemy team. They can't really come around and peel him out easily because of all the TDs sitting in the back. So Udez says, fine, I'll leave. I thought this was dangerous. I think I would have gone right around that corner myself because you're sort of exposing yourself to those TDs, but I don't think they can see you, so you get away with it. We come all the way around here, and all of a sudden we've disappeared. I think the enemy team knows that you left. So we come back up and around. Oh, look, the 268 version 4 decided to start playing the game. Comes in at cleanup time and starts punching people in the face with his mobile bunker. And Udez has come back around here. Folks, we're at 33 hit points, and we got a ways to go damage-wise to finish this game. I told you this was going to be done the hard way. So he's looking at the AMX-30 there. We've got the 50 TPPR. Finally, the 268 version 4 has come up and over the middle. Going to make his presence known right there. But we're starting to lose. Folks, starting to lose. We got the T-49. We got the 50 TPPR. 268 comes in there but takes a shot from the 49. And then Udez just throws caution to the wind. Somehow gets around this corner without being shot. I am suspecting that those two TDs repositioned a little bit further over to the left as far as the way we're looking at it over to there, and are probably looking at where the 268 version 4 is. But Udez does not care. He gives no shoots, and he just comes in here. He hits the T-49. He goes past the PR not being able to get a shot on him. Here comes the PR. Here comes an LT-432. This guy's not reloaded. He dies to Udez. The 50 TPPR dies to the LT-432, and all of a sudden, oh, well, there's the Charioteer. That's why he didn't get shot as he came around the corner. The Charioteer was actually moving up to try to help his team, probably thinking, well, we got this. Let me move up and get some hit points. Udez comes around here. I think you have a shot on him. It's just not highlighted. Maybe he was still behind a rock there. Now there's an AMX-30 behind him. This poor AMX-30 probably thought he had this doped, had it dicked. I'll just come over, I'll kill the T-10, then I'll deal with this LT-432. And all of a sudden, he has no hit points, and the LT-432 is just not going to let it go. The LT-432 absolutely bulldogs the poor AMX-30. You saw that. I'm going to call it lucky. Maybe it's a highly skilled snap. In any event, it was a shot that was taken. It was taken, and it hit. We're not done yet, folks. We're only at 4,000 damage. Hey, look, we still have 33 hit points, all right? This is fine. This is no problem. We'll drive on in here. The 268 version 4 is coming up there as well, and he's just going to come beat this 103, right? He is in a 268 version 4, no problem. He's going to win. I like this little move here that Udez does, and I do this myself. This is really nice. He comes up here, he uses these buildings. Watch what he does here. He just zoomed in. Two reasons. One, to see if he had a shot. Two, to judge how high that is and see if the top of his tank is poking out over it. Looks like it's not. Does a nice job. 268 comes in. I thought you moved a little early here. There's a shot, and here he comes. We're going to go. Oh, he looks for a shot. He takes it, but he bounces. And watch how fast. Oh, my goodness gracious. Just gets set up for a bounce. How fast do those stirs reload? It's amazing. It is amazing. It has to be around 5 seconds, right? 5 or 6, depending on how much equipment and stuff he's using. Nicely done there. Sneaks one into that road wheel or to the sprocket, the front wheel anyway. Tracks him, comes up here. 268's got him, right? Surely the 268's got him. Puts another shot there for 4,860. You got him, 268. Come on, buddy. You can do this. You can do this. Right into the top. There you go. Weak spot. Uh-oh. 268. Almost got him. Did he miss? I don't. Oh, my gosh. But he's pinned to the poor Sturb who cannot move. He's trying to get out. Nicely done by the 268. No maneuverability. Stuck against the wall. And the weakness of the Sturb, of course, is that he's got to shift his whole hole to put a gun on. Was completely unable to put the gun onto Udez. And we're at 5,425. About 2,500 of those done. when he had roughly 33 hit points, or maybe around 300. This was, wow, hard way. This was definitely the hard way to do this. Absolutely. The 432 is not done. He's still harassing people. Comes up and over, and the poor T30 actually misses him. So he takes a shot here. It's going to be a 2-shot to the 432 because he's got that. Oh, yep, a 183. What did he shoot? HE? Oh no, 432. I am thinking an LT 100. I just did a video with an LT 100. So yes, a 2-shot to the 432. 3 kills, 5,425 damage, 457 assists. And Udez goes to airfield with his T10 and does everything the hardest way possible. I suppose the only harder way would be to just take all the equipment off and use HE. Of course, he did give himself 1 GIMP. He is carrying Binocs on his heavy. Actually, I think a lot of people do that these days because of the vision game. So it's not really as silly as you might think. I wouldn't do it, but you know what? I didn't do 5,425 damage the hard way on airfield. That is all I've got. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Udez, thanks for sending that ridiculous replay, and we will see you.